pH, too much chlorine, not enough shock. Well, if you own a pool, then you know what I'm talking about. Great Day reporter Christina Terrell says you can save a lot of money doing your own pool maintenance as long as you know the do's and don'ts to avoid some costly mistakes.
Good morning, Deborah. I'm enjoying this beautiful day outside with Raleigh and John. They're with ABC Pest Pool Lawn, and can you believe it or not, we're actually enjoying a day at the pool. But now that the weather's great, we have to make sure our pool's safe, good, ready to swim in, and a lot of people are making a lot of mistakes, right?
It's weird because everybody thinks that, it's so easy to maintain a pool and take care of it. And the fact of the matter is, it's not like a witch's brew. It's really, you don't just dump a lot of chemicals in a pool. There's a process that's got to be followed. And the great thing is we've got John here today to talk about what is the process. What should you do with your pool to maintain it, and what should you be looking for when you're testing it?
Yeah, because I think a lot of people, they just, like he said, they just pour in chlorine, more chlorine, more chlorine. How do you know if there's too much chlorine and if there are other things that need to go into it?
Right. Well, generally, if you ever smell chlorine in pool water, it's chloramines. And so that chlorine has to break down. So how you get rid of that is by shocking the pool.
Okay.
But where the biggest mistake is made is where people have red eye. They go swimming and they get their red eyes and everything else, and they think it's too much chlorine. And in all actuality, it's your pH level is off.
Really?
Right. And so it ranges from where it irritates your eye at a certain level all the way up to where you don't have enough in it and you can actually get pink eye. So it's very important that you follow and you go through your test kit and you check your pH and your alkalinity as well as your chlorine.
Okay, so and you actually have a little test kit here, right? You just grab around and get it. Now, what is this full of here?
Okay, well, this is a little bit more than what a homeowner would need. This is going to check, your stabilizer, your calcium, but basically what you want to do is check your pH and your chlorine level, and also your alkalinity, because your alkalinity is your base for your pH. And if you're testing just your chlorine and your pH and you're getting good readings on that and not checking your alkalinity, well, if your alkalinity is off, if it's really low and that's your base, your pH is giving you a false reading.
Okay, and there's some other things we need to look for, like you said, you hear a screeching, or what does that mean?
Well, the equipment's another factor. I mean, you've got the chemistry of the water itself, and then you've got the equipment issues, and you can have all kind of issues there. I mean, you've got pumps that are supposed to be working in an efficient and effective manner, and sometimes they get a little bit old and a little bit broken down, and when you hear that screeching sound coming from that pump, you probably have a problem. And then you got the filter issues, and you have the heater issues. So it's important that you're always out there checking out that equipment. If you see that equipment pad, and if it's wet, that's a bad thing.
Okay, so it's not all fun and games. It's a lot of maintenance too. Now, a lot of people maybe from season to season keep their kits in places maybe like the garage, but you have a better place to keep everything, right?
Right, exactly. What you don't want to do is store your chemicals in the garage. All the chemicals that you use in your pool are corrosive. And so if you store your chemicals in the garage, it's going to eat your bicycles, your chains, your lawnmower. It's going to eat all that stuff. So what you want to try to do is either have a portable plastic shed that you can put your chemicals into. Now, you don't want to mix all the stuff together. So you want to separate your chemicals. And so as long as you can keep it in a cool, dry place, your chemicals should last you a while. Now, on your test kit, your lifespan of the solutions that are inside there, really after about 6 months, really a swim season, I would change them out if you haven't used them all up. It's really important to keep your pool blue is one issue, but to keep it blue and chemically balanced so you don't have other issues that are going on with your equipment is really the big key thing. Because if you put enough chlorine in any pool, you'll keep it blue. Now, it might not be as clear, but it will be blue, but you're damaging all kinds of equipment back there in the back. And, it's pretty rough on your skin.
Do you like when people call you the pool guy? He's nice and tan, I thought I might ask. All right, I want to thank you guys for keeping us safe and healthy out here. And now it's time to, celebrate maybe?
Celebrate, and let's go for a swim.
All right, let's do it. Let's go. Yeah, don't throw me in. Okay, back to you, Deborah.
I was waiting for the splash. If you want to leave all that up to the professionals, ABC Pest Pool and Lawn can do it for you. Log on to goanteater.com or call 713-730-9500. And if you call today by 4 p.m., you can get $50 off your first scheduled pool maintenance. So how's that for a savings? $50? That's good. If I just had a pool, I'd take them up on it. All right. Up next, we'll check in with our contestants in the Amico Challenge. 4 families struggling with debt are hoping to win the $20,000 cash prize.